Hail and well met! I'm Pelletire from the Montreal ESPORTS Grizzlies, and this is the recap of the final day of the Hearthstone World Championship, in which the 4 remaining players fought for the ultimate title. The first semi-final between Frozen and Jason Zhu was hotly disputed. Frozen managed to get a 2-1 lead in the series, thanks in part to this sweet Velen plus double Mind Blast combo in the Reza Priest mirror, but Jason forced a 5th game by defeating Frozen's Q-block with his own Reza Priest. In the last and decisive game, Jason Zhu's Aggro Druid managed to get Frozen down to just 2 HP, but Frozen was able to stabilize and then taunt his way to victory. Jason Zhao was the only player that managed to reach the semifinals after bringing Aggro Druid rather than Jade Druid to this tournament, and it was indeed that deck that failed him in this match, losing to both Frozen's Jade Druid and Q-block. In the second semifinal, Summer Season champion Surrender faced Taiwanese player Tom60299. Both players opened the series with wins on their Druid deck. In the third match, Surrender managed to heavily pressure Tom's Q-block, but once the first Void Lord hit the board, Surrender found himself unable to punch through the seemingly never-ending wall of taunt minions that Tom kept summoning. With only his Rogue deck left to win with, Tom got the dream opening hand with Prince Kelesset Shadow Step followed by a Southsea deckhand top deck. Despite Surrender drawing Kazakus, Anduin, Reza, Psychic Scream, and Dragon Fire Potion, the pressure proved to be too much, and Tom ended Surrender's insane win streak in HCT at 15 consecutive wins. 1 year of competitive Hearthstone culminated in the face-off between Tom60299 and Frozen. The final series did not disappoint, opening with an epic game between Frozen's Control Mage and Tom's Jade Druid. After facing a lot of pressure in the early game and managing to play Skulking Guys to destroy Tom's Jade Idols, Frozen found himself with 1 HP and no Ice Block left, while Tom had no more minions left to play, but was still holding Ultimate Infestation for guaranteed damage to Frozen's face. In a dramatic moment, Frozen top-decked an Arcane Artificer, allowing him to gain just enough armor to get out of range of UI and win the first game. In the second game, Frozen piloted his Reza Priest expertly, using Northshire Cleric to deter early aggression from Tom, and then opting for a 1-mana Kazakus Potion, which allowed him to draw multiple cards on his Auctioneer turn. Frozen eventually drew Anduin right after Tom decided to go big on the board, which prompted the Taiwanese player to concede the second game. In order to win, Tom thus had to reverse sweep Frozen's Violet teacher Jade Druid. He decided to queue his Reza Priest first, a matchup which can be tough for the Priest given the Jade Druid's armor generation capacity. While Tom managed to draw extensively with an early Northshire Cleric, Frozen ran out of gas as he failed to draw his Ultimate Infestations, allowing Tom to win its first match of the series. In the fourth game, Tom got just a little lucky, generating Innervate out of Swashbuckler on turn 1, which he used to create a huge Van Cleef on turn 2. This may be a payback of karma, as Frozen did the exact same thing to Dogpawn back in the semi-finals of the Winter Championship. Since Druid notoriously lacks hard removal, there was no way for Frozen to deal with this Van Cleef, and Tom swiftly ended the game, forcing a decisive match. In the ultimate game, a Jade Druid mirror, Tom made a bold decision and decided to keep Ultimate Infestation in his mulligan. He got heavily rewarded for his decision, as he subsequently drew a lot of ramp, allowing him to quickly play his Ultimate Infestation and out-resource Frozen. In the end, there was really not much Frozen could do, and Tom60299 managed to complete yet another reverse sweep in this tournament, and thus becoming the 2017 World Champion and pocketing the $250,000 cash prize. In terms of strategy, Tom simply brought to the tournament what could be considered the best decks in the meta, or at least those with the most explosive potential: Q-block, Reza Priest, Jade Druid, and Tempo Rogue. Yet the fact that Frozen was just 1 game away from being world champion while playing a full control lineup shows that there are multiple strategies viable in the current Conquest format. That concludes our recap of the 2017 Hearthstone Championship. I am Pelletire from the Montreal ESPORTS Grizzlies, and make sure to follow us on our social media for more esports related content. Non, je fais pas de dab.